I've been doing this YouTuber thing for about a couple of hundred videos here, and I've tried pretty much all of the setups. Right now I'm recording on my DJI Pocket 3, and I'm using the DJI mic Mini, and I love that because of how well they connect, and you'll understand why that's important in a minute. I've tried the bigger setups, I've tried the smaller setups, and one of the questions that I get asked often is, hey, I'm just getting started, what's an affordable setup that I can use that won't look like it was filmed on a potato and will actually sound good without having to buy a ton of hardware? Well, you're in luck, because Obsbot just sent over the Tiny 3 Lite camera, as well as the Vox SE, which is a wireless microphone. Remember, mentioned that before, okay? So we're gonna get these unboxed, take a look at what's inside, and then we're gonna switch from the DJI setup to the Obsbot setup and see how it looks. All right, getting into the top of the box here, we've got reading material, and I can confirm, holy moly, it's tiny. To give you something to compare it to, here's my Apple AirPods Pro, and it's shorter than the case. I mean, sure, okay, fine, the case is supposed to go this way, but I mean, the AirPods are tiny, and you can see side-by-side comparison here. This is indeed a tiny camera. You've got a standard tripod mount there on the bottom, which actually pops out like so, so you can have that on your tripod and then adjust exactly how you want to get, as well as you just clip this onto the top of your computer like so, and then you can position the brace or the stand in the back here so that it holds up the camera accordingly. Putting that aside for a moment, let's see what else is in the box here. We have another little box. All right, inside the box we have our USB-C to C cable, and I always like when they include this. This is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. So basically you plug this into the USB-A port in your computer, and you can plug any USB-C to C cable as long as it's, compatible with the camera into your USB-C dock on your computer. This cable, in case you are wondering, is decently long. Where's my tape measure? I'm not always great at guessing distance, so this looks like it's a 5-foot, loosely measured, 5-foot cable over here, which is quite nice because that's going to route from the webcam behind your computer to wherever you're plugging it into, which is, your desktop, or in my case, a little tiny desktop Mac Mini on my desk here. Nothing else in the box, don't need that. Inside the reading materials here, we have a book. It is the user manual, and it is extensive. However, it's not actually that long. It's only a couple of pages, but it is in, 15 different languages. So they've got it all covered, it seems. And a warranty policy. So let's get rid of that stuff. Let's break into the wireless microphone as well. We're gonna do 2 at a time here because that's just how I like to do things here. Ooh, it comes in a nice little traveling pouch. Look at that. Now unzip that, get inside. This time we have a USB-A to USB-C cable, and this looks to be about a foot, give or take. Inside the pouch, hopefully, yeah, you can see that there. There's 4 individual pockets, 2 on each side here that little pouches for things inside the pouch. And through the power of editing, I have now unwrapped all of the things. So we have what's called a dead cat in the industry. I don't know why. I guess it looks like a cat that's dead and laying there. You have the stand, which is a little golden pogo pin stand in there with a USB-C plug on the back. I guess that's for charging. We have the, oh my God, this is super duper tiny. This is the actual Obsbot SE right there, and show you how thin that is. Thinner than my finger. Definitely thinner than the DJI one I'm wearing, but I'll get side-by-sides on that. And so the dead cat can actually just go right on top, but I'm not gonna do that for right now because I'm not using one in here. That's generally used when you're outside in a windy environment or when you're holding it up to your mouth, because what it does is it dissipates the wind across the fur, and so therefore you don't get that sound when you are blowing into a microphone. So if you have it in front of your face, or if it's windy outside and there's wind blowing across the sound of the microphone, you're not going to get that effect. The last thing we have in here is a lanyard, and this is actually pretty cool. This has 2 pieces. One, this is a clip, magnetic clip, which if I am guessing correctly, yep, if I'm guessing correctly, that clips onto, well, not clips, that magnetizes onto the back of the Obsbot microphone. You want it also to be, and if you want it instead for the back of the Obsbot microphone to be on a lanyard, you can do that here like so. And if you're curious, this is what the microphone looks like in its little charging dock. So let's plug that in so that we can get some power flowing to it. Get some juice, wake it up, make sure it's alive. It's using an app that I like to use called Screen Studio. It is only for Macs, and my camera over here in the corner is actually running on the Obsbot right now. So I have switched over to using that before I have even updated the firmware or done any adjustments. This is what it looks like. Okay, and now it's paired. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. All right, so now we're recording with the Obsbot microphone and the Obsbot webcam. So Looking good here. We got 82%. We can see the amount of battery that we have on here, as well as some details. Apparently there's a firmware update. I will do that later because I want to finish this video. And there's a whole bunch of other settings that you can do in here. You can also do picture-in-picture 1 and 2, so there's a whole bunch of other production things. And video, here we go, yada, yada, yada. And here's the video preview. Double-click to select the target. All right, so if I'm over here and I double-click myself, yep, it zooms down to me. Look at that. Double tap, and it zooms right over to me. Okay, so now it seems that this entire time I've been recording in 1080. I don't know why, but that's what we've been in. So now we're up to 4K, and we can see the landscape, etc. The recording bitrate is low. We can make it high or not. Yeah, we can do that. I have a good computer here. Device management, you can see I've got the tiny light on there. All right, so all in all, let's say I was reviewing the case for the Obsbot microphone over here. You can see what that looks like. It's zooming in and out. Here, let's get it to focus on the case instead of on me. There you go. That looks nice. Then it's going to focus back on me. Focus on the back of the case, on the zipper. That looks pretty good. Let's say I'm doing one of my normal product reviews. This is the Ubiquiti G6 Pro entry, etc., etc., etc. You can see what this looks like in the camera. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about the device, pushing the button, okay? And all that, remember, the audio is coming from the Obsbot camera and the Obsbot microphone. So this is what it sounds like. So your mileage may vary depending on what you do and depending on your lighting and your environment and your setup. Obviously, I've got a decent light in front of me and I have some accent lighting over here. So it is a little bit harsh and I will probably end up playing around with it. But this is a pretty solid camera. All right, now let's get this integrated into my live setup. I go live most Fridays. Sometimes I don't have time, sometimes I'm at a conference or an event, etc. But usually I like to go live, go over some of the products that came in during that week or talk about some of the news that has happened during the week. People often will ask questions about the products that I have made videos on that week. If something has been released, something along those lines. So I usually like to have different items, you know, from different products on hand, such as these different things that I have here on my desk for that reason, so that I can show them off on the stream. So one of the things that's really important to me is the camera's ability to frame and refocus based on what I'm showing off. So for example, with the DJI camera that I'm using now, you can see how nicely it goes back and forth and it grabs the focus on what I'm trying to show off as well as on me. All right, so now I've got the Obsbot camera up and running, and you can see here as it picks up on the product. This is the Ubiquiti doorbell. This is the Ubiquiti access control doorbell, and it pulls back the focus directly to my face. Really nice and easy, just like that. All right, that's a really good capability there. Another thing that's helpful, especially for me, is my studio is here in the garage at home. So having the noise canceling capability on the Vox SE is actually really helpful because right now, just outside that window, that's about 5-6 feet away from me, my kids are playing on our little playground area outside in the backyard, and I can actually hear them in here. And I suppose if you listen really, really carefully, you might be able to pick them up, but this is doing a great job of canceling out the noise of them playing so that I come through clearly to you, because one of the most important things when it comes to streaming is audio quality. Believe it or not, people will watch a stream even if it's filmed with a potato as long as your audio is really good. Another thing that's really helpful with the Obsbot is voice controls. So if I say, "Hi Tiny, track me," it heard me, it saw me, and now it's tracking me. "Hi Tiny, zoom in closer." There we go. "Hi Tiny, zoom out further." That's pretty helpful. And then of course when you're done, "Hi Tiny, sleep Tiny." And then it goes off. Bring that back. And here we are again. There are 5 audio modes that the camera can use to help you when you are in different situations. One is directional mode. Directional mode focuses on the voice in the front of you while reducing background noise, which is really good if you're giving a presentation or doing a podcast, especially if you have, like I do right now, a lot of noise around you. Dual direction mode is great for when you're doing an interview because it captures both front and rear voices clearly and cancels out anything off from the side. So if you're doing 2-host podcasts, face-to-face conversations, etc., that would work really well. Pure audio mode captures pure studio-grade audio with zero processing. It's designed for professional music recording, ASMR production, and things similar to that. Smart Omni mode is really helpful for 360-degree pickup. So if you have a business meeting, group discussion, family gatherings, clubs, things like that, you can have the camera in the middle and it will pick up sounds from all sides. And then there is spatial audio mode, which gives you immersive stereo sound with enhanced left-right separation. So if somebody is sitting on one side and somebody else is sitting on the other, if you put in headphones, you're actually going to hear where the sound is coming from as if you were in the room with them. All right, I just had Gemini generate a script for me about the Tiny 3 Lite, and here you can see it. And if we blow this up into the teleprompter, I'm going to blow this up to be a bit bigger so that it's easy to see. Make this quite a bit bigger here. Put the teleprompter underneath where I have the camera. Right, like so, and we're going to hit play. 3, 2, 1. Here is a punchy professional script for a review of the Obsbot Tiny 3 Lite. And then down here, I can speed it up a little bit because I talk faster. This is the Obsbot Tiny 3 Lite. It's a 4K PTZ webcam that literally follows you around the room, responds to your voice, and fits in the palm of your hand. At $200, it is nearly half the price of the flagship Tiny 3. But is the Lite tag a compromise you can live with? Let's get into it. So that's a really nice feature to have, especially if you don't want to have an entire separate setup like I do with the Elgato Prompter XL, or the miniature version, the much smaller, regular, classic Elgato Prompter. But the concept here with these is that you have the screen is on the bottom here, and then it reflects on the glass here, and your webcam goes in the back. And you could do it that way if you want to stare directly into the lens, but if you just have the lens on top of your computer and you want to have a teleprompter like that without buying lots of extra equipment, this is a great way to do it. So if you're looking to get started with an affordable camera, this is a good option. You can see and hear how it sounds. See and hear, good job, how it sounds. The Obsbot Tiny 3 Lite costs $179 and is available on Prime, on Amazon, which I generally like to order from because it's quick and easy. And then also the Obsbot Vox SE wireless microphone is $55. So comparatively speaking, compared to the DJI stuff, it is a definite steal and a great value for the money. Once again, thank you to Obsbot for sending this over and allowing me to take a look and make a video about it. And I hope this was helpful for you. So as always, thanks for watching.